Okay, you guys. Let's see here. Day number 16 of 30. What's up, everybody? Good morning, everybody. Today's a beautiful day, and we are back today. We are back. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm super grateful for every one of you. In the meantime, let me get my tea. Let me get my tea, y'all. I'm drinking this amazing tea. It's so good, y'all. This is, what is it? Is it blueberry? No, blackberry. I think it's blackberry tea. It's so delicious. And it is hot. I like to drink my tea hot, you guys. So good. So good. Push it back here. Now, good morning, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people. How are you all doing today? Hope you all have an amazing day today. Hope you know somebody still your joy. Welcome to Maryam's Joyful Life. Today's a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys are so amazing, amazing, amazing. Super excited to be here today. Today's a beautiful day. Day number 16 of our 30 days of relationship goals, y'all. Let me tell you all something. Sometimes when I start this series, at the beginning, maybe the first few days, I feel like energized and empowered and inspired to keep going. And then when it starts getting towards the middle, I start being like, is this even worth it? Should I just keep going? I'm not even getting paid for this stuff. Why do I keep showing up? And then I remind myself that every time I show up for a service that I'm not paid for, that I'm showing up, adding value to people, bringing joy to the world, bringing peace to the world. Do you know what happens? My life grows. Blessings locate me. Opportunities and open doors just find me. Every time I pour into others, God also pours into me. The blessings flow into my life in the form of good health, peace of mind, in the form of financial abundance and blessings, in the form of order and clarity in my life and just joy. You know what I mean? So when you give, the blessings flow in multiple different ways. You receive these blessings in all areas of your life. So I'm showing up every day because I want to be the change I want to see in the world. And I've seen changes take place in my life using the tools that I share with you guys in this live broadcast, that I just love it. I love to see this magical, amazing transformation that takes place when we gain control of our minds and we start seeing ourselves the way that God sees us. We start taking our power back and sowing the right seeds. So from all of the books of personal development and esoteric books about reality, the truth of our reality and consciousness that I've been studying, and all the teachers that I'm studying under and doing their techniques and meditations, it's like, y'all, I just can't vibe with low energy, low vibration. I just can't. I can't operate in a place of low vibration and low energy. My energy will change that place. It will. Because nothing good comes out of negativity. Negativity, no matter how much you study it, it doesn't bring anything good. Nothing good comes out of negativity. But everything good comes out of being positive and raising your energies. And refusing to keep thinking about the things that they did that hurt you. Refusing to hold on to grudges when you have every reason to. Every one of us, we have every reason. We have every reason to be upset. We have every reason to hold on to grudges. But see, we've all have experienced it. No matter how long you hold on to these grudges, you only hurt yourself, right? It ends up hurting you. The person who hurt you, they are too busy with their lives that they don't even think about you. That's why you need to learn to forgive. Forgive the situation. Learn to forgive people before they even step on your toes. So that baggage that weighs on us, that keeps us in bondage for so long, and just steals our joy and robs us of the peace of the present moment and the blessings that God has for us. So that this thief of the presence will not have any power over us. So forgiveness is not for the person who hurt you, it's for you. When we forgive, it's not for the other person. It's not to say they were right in what they did. No. We're releasing that energy that could keep us bound, that becomes a stronghold, a shackle that keeps us stuck in life, in a place we don't want to be. And that's the truth. The breaking may not be our fault, but the healing is our responsibility. My pastor, Pastor Kim, always says that. So today, I come today, the 16th day of our 30 days live broadcast, relationship goals. A lot of you guys, I'm sure, are joining because you want to hear more about me and Taylor, how we're having a great time, how he's such an amazing man, how we're doing all these amazing things and stuff. That's all good and fine and dandy, you know what I mean? Yes, he's a wonderful man. I'm not going to take that from him. He's wonderful. He has great energy. Else we wouldn't be together. He's just an amazing, wonderful man. He makes me laugh. He has great qualities, you know what I mean, that I'm looking for in a man. He's kind. He's loving. He's affectionate. He can cook. He doesn't mind cooking for me. He likes to do stuff. He likes to go out there. He likes to go on, what do you call it? He likes to hike a lot. So him and I would just go out and just walk around trails and stuff and just check out uncharted territories. He likes to do those things. And those things I like to do them too. He likes to meditate too. With me. He loves meditating with me. And I do healings on him. He lets me do healing on him. He doesn't think I'm weird. He just accepts me the way that I am. With him, I don't have to pretend to be anybody else but myself. 100% myself with him. I don't have to pretend to be anybody else. I don't want to be anybody else. That's all he's always asked of me. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. That's all I ask. Be yourself. Don't try to pretend. Don't try to be And that's all I've been from the start. And he's seen that. And the more he's seen my authentic self, like the more he falls for me. And the more I see his authentic self too, the more I fall for him. He is vulnerable and strong. He's caring and kind. And he's a man of action. He's a man of action. He supports me and he wants my business to just like grow. He tells people about my business all the time. He's proud of me. He's Maryam's man. You know what I mean? You know how you have that person in your life? It's like, he's so proud to be your person. That's how he is with me. And I'm proud to have him. We understand each other. We're not perfect. We've shown each other, we've been vulnerable with each other. You see what I'm saying? We're not afraid to be who we are with each other. And that's what we started the relationship with. This is who I am. These are the things that have happened to me. This is how I've chosen to live my life, and this is what I'm looking for. We said that from the start of our relationship. We were open and vulnerable. We didn't hide nothing from each other. We went all in. You know all of those things that you don't want to, all of the baggage you don't want to offload on people when you start a relationship? Because you feel like it might be too much, just the early stages of a relationship. In fact, for us, those are the baggage we wanted to hear. I wanted to hear the baggage from the start. I didn't want to hear it down the line when I'm already committed. You know what I mean? When my heart is already on the line, then I start telling you, okay, give me the baggage. And then I start finding out things that will mess my mind up. And like, no, tell me everything that you think would mess me up. Now, I want to know now. So if I'm committed, I know I'm committed. So if I don't feel like this is what I'm looking for, then I can walk away. And I told him the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And I just love the person that he is. I love his energy. I just love being around him. He's an amazing man. He is. He is. He's had some experiences. He's experienced a lot in life. And I understand we've had similar experiences and heartbreaks and situations happen to us. Our lives is like We were living these parallel lives, experiencing similar things, but in different worlds. You know what I mean? In individual experiences we experienced were very similar. There's a lot of things we've experienced that's like, wow, I can't believe you were going through this while I was going through this. You know what I mean? So there's just a lot of compatibility. And I understand him. I do. I understand it because I've been through some stuff and he's been through some stuff too. When he's telling me about it, I just know it because it's something that I've been through and I understand and I know how to love him for the person that he is. We're both not perfect. We've been beautifully broken. But see, the pieces of our brokenness have been mended. In spite of everything that we've experienced, we're still open to love because we still believe that there is a person out there for us. And we found each other. And we are making that decision to be with each other. We're not forced, but it's a decision. And the more we open up our hearts to each other, the more amazing it gets. Because we understand, now we see, we're not looking for perfection. You're just looking for the real thing. Somebody you connect with, who has similar interests, who has a good heart, a good spirit. Somebody who truly wants you to succeed, not someone who just doesn't want you to succeed. Who wants you to fail or wants you to be at a certain level that they feel comfortable with. As long as you don't go past this level, they are okay with it. But the moment you start growing and shining, they just want to dim your light. I don't want those type of people around me. Because I'm people's cheerleader. I want to support. You know what I mean? I'm your biggest supporter, your biggest fan. I will do whatever I can to support. But I also want the same from you. You know what I mean? So it can't be like a parasitic relationship. Where one person is just gaining from the other and doesn't want the other to rise, doing everything to pull the other one down. No, I don't want that kind of relationship. Plus, I'm a woman, you know what I mean? And I've got goals that I want to achieve. I'm not looking for a man to take care of me or take care of my needs or do this. No, I can do it by myself. God has given me hands, a brain, a mind. You know what I mean? So I can do it. Which means I want someone I can communicate with, someone I can understand, someone I can grow with, someone who will believe in me. I do believe in myself, but I do want somebody who brings great energy, who when I tell them my goals and what I'm going for, they support me, and not someone who make me feel small or cause me to give up on my goals just because they feel like it's not possible or they can't give it to me, so therefore I should give up on it. No. Nobody can give me what I want. It has to come through me. Whatever you want cannot come from another person. It has to come through you. As it begins to come through you, which means you begin to embody that which you want. I am happy. I am capable. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am whole. As you begin to embody these qualities by affirming it, using the word I am, because you guys already know the most powerful phrase in the universe is I am. Because I am is the name of God. I am is a complete sentence. So if you want to embody a new quality and you want to manifest something, you start saying I am. Because as you're saying I am, the picture of that thing that you want is presented in what? In space, right? Then the power of the great I am goes into it and begins to weave the fabric of that reality to cause it to manifest. And do you know what else happens? Because you're seeing it in your mind, your imagination, which is your higher faculty, right? Your body gets put in a vibration. You elevate your vibration to that place where you want to be. And then that vibration sends signals out into the universe, right? And then the people, the circumstances that should be part of the vehicle that causes that thing that you're declaring that you are to become a reality, they start moving into formation. And you know what else what that means also? Some people who do not want you to become that vision, that image that you are claiming by saying I am, the people who are there to stop you as an obstacle, they'll start falling off. They'll start finding reasons to fight with you, bringing up stuff that don't make no sense. But see, if you're somebody who's not aware You start feeling like there's something wrong with you because the people who should be your ride or die are suddenly hating on you for no reason. That's a distraction. Don't get distracted. Especially when you're living your life on purpose, when you become very clear and purpose driven on what you want and you're focused on it. When people like that start stirring up stuff and it's so negative, don't allow yourself to get distracted. Just know that it is a sign of water. What do I mean? It is a sign of a great manifestation, materialization coming through. Something new is being birthed. And you just get excited and start saying, thank you, Lord, for showing me signs. This is a sign of water. This is a sign that something great is coming my way. So I'm ready. Lord, I'm ready for whatever you want to do. Let me give you guys an example. Prior to the time I met my amazing, sweet, gorgeous man, all right, I went on a date with this dude. The date was going well. But see, I didn't really I was just open, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be like stuck up and all that kind of stuff and overly judgmental and just putting like a microscope on every little thing that the guy did. I didn't want to do that. I was just like, okay, I am looking for someone who will compliment me. Someone who's my peace, not my duty. Someone who's not going to bring chaos or confusion. Because I don't like chaos or confusion. I don't like drama. I do not like drama. That's why I always communicate. I don't like drama. So anyways, I went on these dates. That date was so awful. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. I made a video about it. You guys can go watch the video I made because I documented the journey and different things. And then I was just sitting there one day. And prior to that guy, there was this other guy. There were like how many of them? Oh my gosh. Just all kinds of stuff. I was like, God, I'm just tired of this. Like, I'm trying to stay focused. I just want one person who compliments me. Someone who wants the same thing that I want. Like, it shouldn't be this difficult. Like, I'm just so tired. But then I sat down one day and I was like, God, seriously, this is really what I want. I got very clear on the kind of man that I want. I got very clear. I said, okay, number one, I'm not really looking for somebody to come pay my bills. I'm not trying to be somebody's sugar baby. I'm not. So I've got my business going. I'm growing my business. I have these goals that I must accomplish. I have my children, and I'm more than capable of taking care of them and giving them an amazing life. I want a man who wants to grow. A man with a good spirit. A man who has a goal, who loves kids. A man who will see me and who loves me. A man who loves God, who has a kind heart. A man who would want to meditate with me because it's good for you to spiritually grow with whoever you're with. You don't want somebody who doesn't want to grow spiritually, who thinks that all that there is what you see, feel, taste, and touch with your senses. You want somebody who has depth. Well, at least me. There are people who want clueless people, and that's okay, to each his own. But I don't want anyone who's clueless. I want someone with depth, a lot of depth. Someone I can communicate with, a man with confidence. A man who won't feel small if I'm dressed up all nicely and looking like a supermodel right next to him, and he starts feeling like, oh my God, I'm not worthy. You know what I mean? Oh my God, you know what I mean? I start feeling small. I don't want a man like that. I want a man who's confident, even if he's wearing like clothes with holes on it and the clothes are like 20 years old. I want him to still feel confident in what he's wearing while I'm all dressed up. You know what I mean? And beside him, I want him to. I like a man who knows how to handle tools around the house. Like if something breaks down, they can. The first thing we do is not call a repairs person, but we can try to figure it out. Somebody who knows how to do that, because I know how to do some stuff. You know, a handyman, someone who's handy, someone who's strong, obviously. Someone who likes the outdoors as well. Who likes the outdoors. Someone who's not overly like concerned about what people think about them. Like what people think about them is not their business. Because what people think about you is none of your business. Because you're trying too hard to figure out what people think about you, you will live an unhappy life. Your life will be unhappy and chaotic. Because emotions are always not trustworthy. They're just tumultuous, cloudy, up and down, back and forth, bickering up and down, just drama. Drama is stupid. There's no money in drama. Unless, of course, it's in the movie. Because those movie people are making it. You know what I mean? But in your life, it doesn't bring money. It distracts you. It takes away from your peace. It takes away from your focus. You can't make no money with drama in your life. It's just dumb. It's a waste of energy. So I don't want nobody with drama. I want somebody who's clear, somebody who loves me, who has a clean heart. who's focused, a man who doesn't think money is a sin, who likes money, and who's generous, who wants to do nice things and travel and see the world and stuff. So I was just very clear. I didn't want somebody who was fearful. I didn't want a fearful man. No, I don't want that. I've been afraid in my life and it's cost me a whole lot. So I don't want nobody who's so fearful around me. Just go, God, don't bring me that type of person. And it was obviously the previous guy I had gone out on a date with was a fearful baby. It was just a baby, man. I'm telling you, that sucked. Anyways, I was just so upset. I even cried. I was like, God, I don't like this. This sucks. Like, no, I don't want this. This is not what I want. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna quit. I'm close to quitting. I'll just delete all of my online dating profiles and just forget about it. And then, after that few moments of just like declaring what it is I wanted and getting very clear and specific on my goals, I was getting like, I was ready to go delete my profile. And then a voice just told me, it's like I just heard the voice in my head that says, look one more time, take a look. And then, I got clear. I said, I want a man who's spiritual, not somebody who says I'm a Christian or Holy Ghost Christian, whatever. It's always fake. If you see anybody's profile that writes that, 99.9% of the time it is fake. They don't know. No. If you ask such people to give you a biblical version, some of them might be able to quote the Bible and stuff, but when you really get to know them and go out with them, you just notice that they're just fearful men with no backbone and stuff. It just sucks. For me, when I call myself a Christian, I know what I've been through. It's not because I'm scared of going to hell. It's because I've already been to hell, and the Lord delivered me from it. I know it's from experience. It's not because I've heard people say it. A lot of people who say those things is because they've heard people say it. But me, I didn't even grow up in a Christian home, y'all. I grew up in a Muslim home. I went to Islamia growing up. Muslim schools, the mosque and stuff. So I became a Christian because some of my sisters started going to church and they would bring me with them to church, and I would go to church, and I started reading the Bible and seeing how Jesus loved people, and he was there and he performed these miracles, and it says, I loved you before you were formed. All of those things just like kind of like, resonated with me. I was like, wow, this is awesome. You know what I mean? So I could understand it. And I was open to learning. So it's not something that I heard say, I was raised a Christian. I was not. So I want somebody spiritual. When somebody is spiritual, that person understands that we're all one. We're one with God. God is in everything and in every one of us. You know what I mean? And whatever God can do in your life has to come through you. So the way to your freedom is the way within. It's not trying to change things on the outside. It's just like looking at a mirror and seeing that your face has some maybe blisters or something, and you start placing bandages on the image you're seeing on the mirror. It's not going to do nothing. You have to place the bandage on your face yourself, not on the effect you're looking at in the mirror. You know what I mean? Anyways, I said I want somebody who's spiritual. So if somebody liked my profile, and I see that they say spiritual, I'm going to give them a chance and then ask them questions. There are certain questions you ask that'll let you know how in depth that person is. So, anyways, I was getting ready to cancel my profile online. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give up on this thing, man. I'm tired. This just sucks. What kind of people am I meeting? This is just so terrible, man. I hate this. Anyways, I got close to deleting it, and then superhero looking man, just handsome. And the picture was just popping with the facial hair and everything, and the silver gray, just looking so amazing. And I looked at it, I was like, man, this guy looks good. Okay, let's go to his profile and see what does it say. So when I saw all of it and I saw spiritual, I was like, okay. And then I sent him a message after he liked my picture. I was like, tell me more about your spirituality. Explain that to me. Well, first I said, you look like a superhero. You look so handsome. I really, really like the pictures and stuff. But please tell me more about spirituality and everything. And then I was excited, looking forward to receiving a response from him. So as a result of that, there were still other people that were sending me messages and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, let me just respond to the other people. But my interest really was sparked by that guy that I saw. And then these other guys were just sending me messages back and forth. I was like, okay, let's keep going. Some people After a while, the conversation just ended. Nothing came out of it. But some others, it felt like it was good. There's this particular guy that was like so into me. He was like, oh my gosh, I'm very affectionate. I'm a Christian. I'm also a musician. I just love the Lord. I go to church all the time. I was like, okay, what is your? I gave him my phone number. We started talking. What's your favorite verse in the Bible? Tell me. This guy could not tell me. He could not. I mean, anybody should be able to recite, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Right? That's like the mantra of the Bible, right? I was thinking he was going to make something up, maybe just give me that verse. This guy just couldn't tell me what his favorite verse was. I was like, okay. But he could sing though. He sang a nice song to me. I was like, good. And I was still listening to him, but the way we were talking back and forth and things I was hearing, it was just like, okay, interesting. But then I was still waiting to hear back from this amazing man. I was thinking in my head, like, okay, I'm just excited to hear what the guy would say. And then he responded, and I saw everything that he had to say, telling me about oneness, about God, about creation, about everything. Like, you could tell that he knows this stuff. I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. And then I said, I want to get to know you more. I told him, I said, I'm not looking for a boyfriend, just a boyfriend for a while. No, I'm looking for a husband. I want somebody I want to grow with. I'm not playing. I'm not wasting my time. I have kids. I love my kids. Do you like kids? Like, yeah. He has kids too. Loves his kids. He's been divorced as well, so he understands that. And I told him, and we started talking. And the more I got to know about him, the more I wanted to know about him. And the more I was liking him. Like, him and I, we just connected so fast. And he asked me for my number. He said, I would really, really like to talk to you on the phone. I'm not really good at just going back and forth here and even sending messages, but for you, I'm really interested in you, and I want your phone number. And I was like, all right, here's my number. Call me. I was like, I'm going to call you tonight. Because right now I'm at a friend's barbecue. Right now, but I'm going to call you about this time when I get back home. I was like, okay. And true to his words, he called me, and him and I spoke on the phone. That first time that we spoke for like 2 or 3 hours. And we had so much to talk about. I'd never been on the phone for that long with any man in my life. Just talking. Even when I was married. Him and I, we had so much to talk about. The more we talked about, the more we had to talk. And the more we were just enjoying each other's company and just learning more about each other. It's like, whoa, this is getting serious. And then the other guy, the more that I was connecting with this guy, the more everything the other guy was doing was just like, I was not interested, because it was just like, no. Like, number one, you don't even have a favorite verse in the Bible. You claim to be this Holy Ghost baptized, raised in the church, and you can't even tell me this. And then he kept telling me about how this one girl wanted to hold him down. She got pregnant on purpose because she wanted to tie him down. Everybody was telling the girl. I said, how can the girl you were dating want to tie you down? Like, what? I don't even understand. Didn't you have the intention of marrying her? I was like, well, yes, I did, but they said she wanted to tie me down as soon as she just wanted my money and stuff, but you were dating her. Even if she wanted your money, you were dating her all this while. Like, you didn't think about all these things, like, and now you have kids. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't understand, but was there anything else? Like, oh, she's crazy. She didn't tell me how crazy she was, but she was really crazy. I said, okay, maybe that must be the reason, but don't tell me she was trying to hold you down. She was trying to do this and do that when you said you had intention of marrying her. And now you guys have a kid together. I said, yeah, and I'm paying so much to take care of my kid. I'm trying to get my kid and stuff and all that stuff. I was like, okay. But the more and that guy, man, there was a day I was on the phone, y'all. I was talking to this potential client, and this guy and I were just talking for a second, and I said, okay, I'm going to put you on hold while I talk to my client. And then I was talking to his client, I was giving them quotes, and then I wanted to tell this guy I'm going to call him back later, after I'm done with my clients. Y'all, I thought I put my client on a mute so they wouldn't hear me. So when I was telling this guy, okay, so hold on, I'm going to talk to you later, I need to focus on this client, alright? You guys, I put my client on speaker. And the client thought that, my potential client, he thought that I was going to like call him back later and just forget about him. The man was like, you know what? Don't call me back. I'm not interested anymore. And he hung up the call. It's like, damn, that guy just cost me some money. But anyways, I just wanted to bring that in. But after that, when I noticed the connection between me and Taylor, my man, I decided I needed to end every other connection. And I told Taylor, I said, see, if you and I connect, we'll meet, and everything seems like I feel the same connection that I'm feeling with you and stuff. Because we were talking like mornings, afternoons, and nights. He always made time for me. Evening time, oh gosh, him and I would talk forever. I put him on hold to talk to my clients. You know what I mean? And then take it off hold and do my thing. And oh gosh, we were just talking. Just the connection was just building. And we talked about church, and I told him, I go to church. You're gonna come to church with me. Do you have any problem with coming to church? He was like, no, I would go anywhere with you. Because he was falling for me so fast too. He did. He fell for me really fast. He said he had never fallen for anybody as fast as he did for me. And I could tell. You know what I mean? I could tell. And I fell for him too. But also I have sense. You know what I mean? You can fall for somebody and then it turns out to be like a nightmare. So I tread with care. Open my eyes, bring my brain with me. You know I'm capable of love, I'm capable of affection and all that sweet stuff. But at the same time, if it's not working, and if you're trying too hard and you feel like there's so much effort and there's no really like the flow, there's too much effort and lack of flow, then you know this is not for you. You just kind of like, you have to step back and say, you know what? The ride has been good, but it's about time for me to get off this ride, baby. It ain't worth it. There's too much effort and no flow. But with him, there is flow. There is flow. The more I learned about him, the more I wanted to know. The more he learned about me, the more I wanted to know, the more he wanted to be closer. I could just tell everything was just like, you know what I mean? So anyways, I was like, you and I, we have a strong connection. So once we meet in person, and then before I even did that, I asked him, I said, see, I'm going to tell you I'm from Nigeria, okay? I was born in Nigeria, in the northern part of Nigeria. And right now, when you look at the U.S. travel advisory, it tells you that Nigeria is a bad place to go to. It has all these negative things to say, talking about all the kidnapping and crazy things, which, by the way, does not happen. They make them, well, it does happen in certain places, but it's not something that is just that everybody gets kidnapped and stuff. No. You know what I mean? It's not as bad as they portray it. I mean, it could be. But the thing is, I'm not going to go to a place that I'm going to get kidnapped. You know what I mean? There are safe places to go to in Nigeria where you have a good time and enjoy yourself. Anyways, the previous guy I went on a date with, after I told him about Nigeria and all that stuff, that guy went and researched. And then he sent me a message telling me he's scared. This freaking guy carries a gun and he's supposed to have served in the military. So you would expect somebody who has served in the military to have guts, to have a backbone. That's it. That's my expectation. You've served in the military means you have some guts. You have backbone. You are not fearful. You are not scared. I mean, you are careful. You tread with care, but you are not fearful. You don't live your life afraid. That's my expectation. Because if you are somebody who lives your life afraid and you're all fearful and a scaredy cat and you join the military, you shouldn't be qualified to even join. Because they need people with grit. That's how I feel. People with grit, you know what I mean, who are not just scared of every little sound. Like, no. You know, anyways, that guy was already served in the military for some years. I don't want to put everything out there. But this guy carries a gun everywhere he went. Like, he had a gun when he went out on that date in his belt, looking around. You know what I mean? Like saying, I'm going to protect you. I like to protect my woman. Baby, no, you can't protect me. I don't even need protection. I can protect myself. But everything I found out was just sucked. So the guy got scared when I told him, okay, I'd like to visit Nigeria. You can come with me and my kids if you want to. Should things go well with us and the relationship progresses. So just like plans in the future, things that could possibly happen. Anyways, this guy went back and researched Nigeria and sent me a message telling me he's so scared. He doesn't know if he can do this anymore because they're kidnapping people and it sucks. And now he's feeling sick. He doesn't know if I prayed for him to be sick. I was like, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, what is this? You know what? Don't ever call me again. It is over. Lose my number. I'm blocking you. But I just blocked everything. I just say, you know what? This fool should go away. Anyways, I told Taylor, I just wanted to tell him, I told him about the distance it was going to be, because there was going to be distance between us. You know what I mean? There's going to be distance, a little bit of distance between us. And I told him he won't have to be the only one sacrificing. You and I, we can plan ahead and do things. So I'm not gonna let you be the one doing everything because you're a man. So I expect this. I expect that. No, I'm not. I'm not that type of woman who expects you to do everything, and now you're feeling like you have to be macho every time. But no, you don't have to always be on your feet and on your toes and strong for me. I can be strong for you. I can be strong for you. You know what I mean? I can be strong for you, baby. When you're feeling down, you're feeling like you're not strong, you can lean on my shoulders. These shoulders are strong. All right? My dad was in the military too, so I was raised strong. And nah. I was just, so you don't have to be macho, you don't always have to be the man, because he's always had to be the man to carry the burden and do everything. Even when he was feeling tired, he still has to get up and do it. He doesn't complain. It feels like it's the man's job to provide and do what he has to do, whatever it takes, you know what I mean? And go out there, and he's willing to do it. As I say, okay, hold up right there. I'm not expecting you to go and kill yourself to come meet my needs. I'm already killing the game, all right? I'm a mother, provider, woman. I can do it. I'm already killing it. I have my own business. I got this going for me. And I'm never going to sit back and expect a man to take care of my stuff. If you want to, fine. But I don't expect you to. I expect to take care of my stuff. Because that helps me grow. That keeps me in the path that I'm going. But I also want you to know that I expect it to be a partnership. I don't want to be like, oh man, he does all these things for me and he has to. No, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do everything for me. Like, I expect you to be kind and generous, but I don't expect you to carry my burdens and take care of me. I'm already taking care of myself. We can take care of each other. You see what I'm saying? We can take care of each other. Those were the things I was telling him about. Like, you don't have to always be strong. I know, because I know we all feel weak and broken sometimes. We all feel like we need a shoulder to lean, especially men. Men do need that affection. They need that care. They need somebody who will be there, who will understand. Sometimes they want to cry just because, oh my God, I'm so tired. Sometimes they don't want to keep pushing like they push. But see, there's a lot of women out there who expect them to keep pushing through it. You can help. You can just stand by them and be that shoulder to lean on, be that, voice, a soothing voice, that person who's supposed. Like me, I'm not that type of woman who will just sit all day and do nothing and not make my own money and just expect the man to do everything for me. No, I've already been through hell. I've never ever been that type of woman. It's just that in the past, things didn't work out for me. I had so much setbacks in my careers, in my things I was doing. There was just so many blockages. But thank God those blockages have been removed. God has removed it through meditation, through affirmation, through staying focused and removing my eyes and myself from trash. You know what I mean? I've been able to build a life that I love, because I see a lot of women killing it, and that's what I want to do. Kill it, baby. I don't mind. See, I'm the millionaire. I'm bringing so much money and doing that stuff. My husband doesn't have much. If my husband doesn't have money, I'll take care of it all. Just make sure you're there for the kids when I need to go out and go get my business done. You know what I mean? It's a partnership. I'm not looking for a man who's so rich and that, or richer than me and stuff. No, that's not all. I'm going to be rich, get all the money to do the things that I want to do for me and for you and for the kids. All I ask is that when somebody needs to be around to take care of the kids, one of us have to be there. If I'm killing it and you're really not, you have to be joyful. You have to, be wise enough to say, okay, I'm going to take care of the kids. Just like belief in fatherhood. That guy is like one of my heroes. I really love how that guy is, how he supports his wife, how he took care of the kids while the wife was killing it out there. So I want a man who can, you know what I mean? Who's okay with that, because it's a partnership, you know what I mean? So I don't want to be like putting on my burden and pushing you. No, like, I don't like drama. So anyways, him and I, we talked about all these things, and I told him, I was like, okay, this is it. This is what it is. I have this going on for me, and you got this and stuff. Mine picking up, and I'm killing it. Somebody's got to make a sacrifice. And in this case, will you be willing to sacrifice and be with me with the kids while I go out there and do what I got to do? Of course, I'm going to support you. I love you. You know what I mean? All of those things, we started talking about those things, that we felt so fast for each other. I was like, okay. And then when we met, it was just like, oh my gosh. Everything just like, we just knew. And I told him, once the connection is real, we're just gonna delete all of our profiles. You hear me? Everything. You're not gonna keep looking or talking to anybody. You're just gonna stay focused on me. He said, yeah. So anyways, when we met, and the connection was so great, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is it. Like I could feel it. You know when it's right. You know, you're not forcing yourself to accept it. You're not trying to convince yourself, is this right or is this not right? Is this? Because anytime you have to convince yourself to say, is this right? Is this not it? It is not it. Run away. Just leave. Because it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that full of effort, full of energy, wasting your energy trying to wonder, overthinking. If you have to overthink it or worry about it, it's not it. You gotta let it go. Because what flows, flows. What doesn't flow, doesn't flow. And you can't force a connection. You just can't. And with me and him, the connection was just seamless. Even while I noticed how seamless we connected, I'm still like wise because I've been burned in the past. You know what I mean? So I'm still asking the right questions. I'm still watching. I'm still saying. And I was like, okay, wow. The more I learned, the more I felt like, wow, this is amazing. He's amazing. You know what I mean? So yeah, we decided to just like focus on each other and deleted everything. So I sent some guys some messages like, hey, I'm sorry I can't respond to your messages anymore. You may want to lose my number. Because I met someone. That guy was pissed off though. He was upset. But I didn't care. Like, if you're upset, that's fine. You and I were not married. You know what I mean? We're not like, oh, we're in a relationship and then I left you for somebody else. No. No. We're just checking each other out, right? So I said, sorry, I met someone. And then I deleted everything and he deleted everything so fast. And we just decided to focus on each other and just like spending a lot of time together, doing things together, being outdoors together. He's cooking for me, taking us out, you know, I'm showing him places, he's showing me places, and we're just like doing such, you know, like having fun together, which is absolutely amazing. And go to church. He's never missed church since we met. He's never missed church. He doesn't want to miss church. He always like loves it. The only time he missed church was when we were in London. When we were in London, we missed church, but after that, when we got back, we went to church, and he loves going to church, loves going out, loves hiking, loves walking on trails, you know, and he's just awesome. And he goes out there, he promotes my business for me, tells people about me every second, every time chance he gets. He's very proud of me, and I'm proud of him too. So what am I saying? If you want love, you have to open up your heart. You can't be afraid. For me, at the start, I was like, I have children now. How do you go date and say you have children? What's going to happen now? Oh my gosh, I'm no longer single and without kids. This body has actually birthed 2 big babies. 3 actually. I lost my first child. So God, how's it going to be? So if I was really fixated on all of those feelings and those emotions, I would have been like intimidated and scared. But see, I was still scared, but thank God for my pastor. Real talk, you know. She talked me into it. She was like, Maryam, it's about time. We already know you can take care of your children. Single mama, you're killing it, you're doing your thing. You do need someone. You do need someone alongside you. You need someone. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? She was like, okay, all right, we're downloading a dating app right now, Maryam, and I'm going to write your profile. And she wrote my profile for me. Because Kim has known me for almost 5 years now. You know what I mean? And she's seen me, and I serve in a military. I serve in a ministry and stuff. And she's just amazing. You know. And anyways, I'm so grateful because if it wasn't for Pastor Kim, I would still feel like, oh, how do I even do this? Do I even want to date? I'm just going to focus on raising my kids and forget about. But anyways, I'm so grateful because there's really like joy in having somebody who has your back, someone you like and love. You know what I mean? For me, I fell for him and I just fell in love with him. And he did too, the same for me, and I like him. You know, you could love somebody and not like their attitude and just don't want to be around them, or just like, it feels like a burden when they come around. But when you like somebody and then you fall for them, it's like, oh my gosh, you like their presence, you want them around all the time. You know what I mean? When they're not around, you feel like, oh my gosh, there's some part of you missing, and that's what you want. But see, you can't really learn to be, to be by yourself and to see truly what you want and go for it if you don't love yourself first. You gotta love yourself and know what it is that you want. Get clear on what you want. You know what I mean? And it's all gonna work out. I promise you that it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. And the things that Taylor and I do together now, those are the things I used to do by myself, like going out on hikes. I used to go on hikes, and I've even filmed myself sometimes on the video, so you guys will see me, see what I'm doing. And I take my kids out on dates. I take them to nice restaurants. I do that, and I dress up. I like to dress nicely, for myself and look good, and just like, oh my gosh, Maryam, you look good. And I also exercise. You see what I'm saying? To keep myself fit, because I love being light on my feet. I love being light on my feet, yo. I don't like being heavy. Because exercise just helps you out, drops all those baggage, unnecessary negative thoughts that just creep in your mind. It helps you just like lose it while you're focusing on just getting that adrenaline pumping, y'all. Staying in shape, feeling good in your body and in your mind. It's really good. So for those of you who don't exercise, start exercising. It's good for you. So I take care of myself, take care of my body. And now I have a man who just like, he thinks that my body is the most amazing in the world. Like, he just loves how I look. And he's so tall too. Like, I didn't even get clear on if I wanted a tall man or a short man, but it's always good to have somebody tall, because I am tall. I know you guys don't think I'm tall until you meet me in person and you see that I'm 6'2" almost. And I'm standing at 6'2" looking at you, and you're like, Maryam, I thought you were this shorty. I'm not this shorty. And I wear heels too. So depending on what size heels I'm wearing, I might be standing there like over 6'6" or 6'5" looking at you. You'd be like, what? Just like Princess Remy. When I met Princess Remy in London, she was so surprised. She couldn't believe how tall I was. She couldn't believe how tall I was. I was like, Princess Remy, I'm not a shorty. I'm a tall woman. And then I have a man who's taller than me. And he's taller than me, is like a little bit, but then we can stand and look eye to eye to each other. It's like, whoa, he's 6'3". You know what I mean? I'm 6'1.5", 6'2". It's like looking at each other, like it's like he loves that. It's like, oh my God, this is so nice. But anyways, yeah, that was one thing I didn't really, get clear on. But it's good to have somebody who's like, we can stand side by side to each other, and I can wear my heels, and he's like, I'm still right there. It's not like I'm wearing my heels and I'm looking at my man like this. No, he's still right there with me. But anyways, it's fun. So for those of you looking, you just got to be open. Don't be too scared, especially if you have kids. You know what I mean? You have kids. Don't be scared. Oh my God, my kids. No, don't be scared. You love your kids. You're not going to attract somebody who's terrible. Get clear on what you want. Know exactly what it is that you want. And just like focus on it. And be open and see what God draws into your life. What comes to you, all right? And just know it should not be full of effort. If you're trying to convince yourself to like somebody, that person is not it. So let it go. Anyways, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today. I appreciate every one of you. You guys are awesome and amazing. Make sure you check out my travel business, Maryamsjoyfullife on tours.com. I do travels. I'm a full service travel agent, so I own the agency and I'm killing the game. I'm currently a gold status member on my way to diamond status. What? Anyways, that's the highest medal level you can get to. Is the diamond status. I'm on my way. I'm between platinum. I have platinum before diamond, but I want to skip platinum and get straight to diamond. That's my goal. So you guys can contribute to that. How do you do that? Book your vacations through me, your hotels, your flights, your all-inclusive resorts, your cruises. I do everything. So make sure you're telling your family and friends about Maryamsjoyfullife on tours.com. Let's do this thing, all right? I love being of service. I love killing the game. I love doing what I love. So make sure you're a part of this and checking me out. Also, for those of you who need funding to cover up your trips, we offer funding as well. It's go to maryamsjoyfullifeontours.com/uplift, UPLIFT. When you do that, it'll take you to the page. You just answer a few questions, you get qualified, and your whole trip will be covered once, paid off in full. And all you got to do is pay a certain amount monthly to cover it up. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I appreciate every one of you. You guys are awesome and amazing. Make sure you're checking out all the videos on Maryam's Joyful Life, Maryam's Joyful Life blog, and at The Real Maryam Shumate. Got some vlogs coming up and some fun things we'll be doing coming up. So, and thank you also for all of the messages for Zozo's birthday. Zozo loves to be a princess. She's my princess. So she's enjoyed all of the amazing messages, kind words. So thank you all so much. I appreciate every one of you. In the meantime, y'all, be happy. Be kind to yourself. Stop investigating why people don't like you. If people don't like you, it's their business, not yours. You know what I mean? Focus on the person you want to be. And that's what I do every day, y'all. I have a lot of women that I look up to. Destiny inspires. She's one of the women I look up to. Love what she's doing. Of course, you guys already know my number one. Real Talk Kim. She's awesome. I serve under her, and I just absolutely, my mind is blown as to what she's doing. And I'm learning, and I'm asking questions, and I'm just running with it. And you know what I mean? Well, I want to be the best at what I do too, just like she's killing it. And who else? One of my mentors too. I love, of course, Stormy Wellington. She's killing it too with whatever she's doing. Like she's just doing other stuff. And she came to my church once. I saw her once. I never really talked to her in person. But these are women who are killing the game, yo, making millions and millions and millions of dollars doing what they love and just inspiring millions of people, bringing life and light to others. So really aspire to be more like those people. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for checking me out. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day today. Go kill it at whatever you're doing, alright? Because I'm go killing it right now. Oh gosh, I know that my sweet man is already calling me. So I'm gonna go answer the call and I'll talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye everybody. See y'all.